the recording, and I'll have two quick updates for you, or two quick news. Um, yeah, I'll also share in the immigration field, of course, in the Czech Republic, and I'll share also my opinion, but it will be a very brief video. If you have any questions about the topic, let me know. Ask in the chat. If you have questions about other topics, today it will not be the live stream where I'm like answering Q&As openly. So topical, please, and let's go. So first thing is, that's not like really new news. It's been active for some time. I just hasn't. I haven't. I don't know, guys, what's again with me today, but I haven't shared the info with you yet, so I'm doing it now. And the first news is that the Digital Nomad program is not only meant for IT specialists anymore, it's also meant for marketing specialists now. The definition is kind of vague in the same way as for IT. So basically for IT, the definition of digital nomad in IT is IT. Digital nomad in marketing is like marketing specialist. But what exactly it means, like what kind of positions, if it's all types of marketing, we're about to find out when we start getting clients for that. For the IT, we've had many, so we already have experience with that. For marketing, none yet. So we'll see, and I'll update you when we know more. But again, even though it's vague and it's still kind of, even the digital nomad applications that are being submitted now, it's still like not really easier, which I would imagine that if you introduce like a digital nomad program, that it will be easier for people to apply, maybe even online, like digitally, or that it will be just like more straightforward. It's not really. Especially with some embassies, it's still kind of like difficult to deal with them, but it's a step towards something good, because when they introduced the program, the digital nomad program, I think it was May last year, 2024, no, the year before, whatever, when they introduced it, we didn't even know if it would last for some amount of time, for how long, or if they would cancel it completely or change it, maybe reduce the nationalities, all that. But they actually added marketing to that, which makes sense because a lot of digital nomads work in marketing, whatever that means. So it's kind of an indication to me that this is not the end of the digital nomad visa, and that it will be developing and it will probably stay with us for some time, and that's always good. Even if it's like a small improvement, like for couple nationalities and just like vague definitions of IT and marketing, it's step towards something good. So definitely good news. Perfect. Happy with that. Second thing is, the second news is that free access to the Czech labor market was granted to another nationality, on top of the 9 which are valid now. So like the US, UK, Australia, Canada, and the 5 others. So now there have been one more added, or it's been approved, but it's not like effective yet. It still needs to like finish the legislation process. But if everything goes well, from the 1st of March, it should become effective. And the country that will get the free access to the labor market is Taiwan. It was a bit complicated, like why it wasn't added already like the first time. Anyway, now it's been added. And yeah, so Taiwanese people now don't need, it's the same situation, guys. If you follow me and if you've heard me talking about this, this doesn't mean that citizens of Taiwan will not need any visa or residence permit to live in the Czech Republic. You will still need that. And the process will be exactly the same. The only thing which you will not need is basically the vacancy number. That's the only thing that changes. And I've seen a lot of confusion about this. Like a lot of Americans, a lot of British think that they don't need any visa to live in the Czech Republic anymore, which is as far from the truth as possible. You still need a visa or residence permit to live here. It's just like this tiny step easier or faster. So realistically speaking, nothing is changing because Taiwanese, there were like 200 Taiwanese probably working here or are there now. So and it will definitely not, because the government sells it as it will attract now like plenty of Taiwanese specialists who will come here and move to the Czech Republic, because now it's super easy to get a visa or residence permit here. They don't even need that to work here, all that, which is bullshit. I don't see any like big influx of Taiwanese because of this, because it is a significant change for those who already live here and cannot work now. So if you're a Taiwanese wife or husband now under a long-term visa, you cannot work now. You need to get the residence permit, or you need to switch to an employee card or whatever. So this is actually a big change, because now you can start basically working from tomorrow if you find employers. So for those who already live here, that's a big change. For those newly come in, nothing changes, because basically the only thing that changes is that you don't need to get the vacancy number, which is a matter of a week, let's say. Okay, if we count all the possible time, like to create the job advertisement, post it to the labor office, wait for them to like upload it to the system, it's a week maximum. So in theory, it's like a shortening the period, like the whole time needed to get an employee card by 7 days. But that's not even the case, because you anyway need to collect all the other documents, like an apostille of your diploma and translation into Czech, criminal check from the country of origin, and again apostille, translation. You need to get accommodation in the Czech Republic. You need to get employment contract from your employer. So the preparation phase anyway takes like 1 to 2 months in most cases. So now it will still take 1 to 2 months. You will just not need the number. So for newcomers, nothing changes. It's no more attractive than it was before. But I guess it sells well on social media or in news or whatever. So the government was like, oh, we've added this. Good, again, similar as with the digital nomad visa. Great. The things are moving towards like more open visa policy, or like easier processes. So that's a good direction. This particular step definitely, in my opinion, will not attract any newcomers from Taiwan. Definitely will not attract talent, because it doesn't, or maybe if they sell it well as a PR, okay, if they say, oh, now Taiwanese citizens do not need a visa to work in the Czech Republic, then maybe more people in Taiwan will start reading about that and actually hear about the Czech Republic for the first time in their lives. And maybe it will attract people like this way, that like it's kind of a PR campaign that the government can sell to like Taiwanese, saying, okay, now it's super easy for you. When they get hit by the reality that like nothing really changed and it's now still like 6 months to get the employee card, hopefully they will already be like in the process and they've decided and they will come here. So maybe it will influence something, but in my opinion, not really. Anyway, that's it. That's all the news. Let me see if there are any questions related to this, because guys, this is not an open live stream. So I will be only answering questions about these topics. So Ferry Gadira, is digital nomad possible for North Africans? Nope, unfortunately not. Or unfortunately, it's just not possible at the moment. It's only possible for certain nationalities. I think the digital nomad is like 7 nationalities. US, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and like 2 more. So no, North Africans, not possible. Bangladesh, ATM for Q&A. Yeah, no, I always do one live stream that particular day. I always do live streams Monday and Thursday, and it's always like 1. It will not be 2. So this is it for today. I will be definitely doing like another Q&A session somewhere in the future. Cannot tell you when, because it depends on what's gonna be happening and if there are any news or if I have something to share, but I'll definitely do it. If you need any advice before that, feel free to get in touch through our website, movetoprague.com. Ideally not like through messages on Instagram or TikTok or something like my personal, because I receive plenty of messages and it sometimes takes me long time to reply those. But if you contact the official Move to Prague accounts like on TikTok, Facebook or Instagram, or of course the website, we'll be happy to get in touch with you and answer your questions. So guys, thank you very much. If you found this useful, share it, like it, comment it. As always, you know the drill. And I'll see you again Monday, Thursday, until the end of the world. Bye bye, guys.